countryside. Okay, and the name of our chapter is crafts and industries. Okay, so first of all we'll start the introduction part of our chapter. Okay, so we can say that in our India, okay, it is very much glorified their craft and industries. Okay, it means before the arrival of the British in our country India, there are so many different types of crafts are there. Okay, in people as well as like in a rural area as well as in a urban areas. Okay, they are engaged in a different types of work. Okay, it means in the rural areas the people are engaged in the making of pottery. Okay, and they are also engaged in the agriculture. Sometimes they are just making the sculpture, मूर्तियां बनाते थे. So and they are just to make the baskets. And in this way, we can say that the people they are engaged in different type of craft work. Okay, and in the same manner, if we talk about the urban area, so urban areas also they are making a different types of craft. It means not only they are just preparing and they are just manufacturing the things, not only for the daily purpose, not only for the utility purpose. Sometimes they are just manufacture the goods for the luxury. Okay, it means some luxury or craft item also they are prepared before the arrival of the British. But when the British arrived in our country India, so after arriving that our craft and our industries, craft and industries, it is just declined. Okay, so one that historian, that is the Ramesh Chandra Dutt, he was saying that before the arrival of the British, the India, their textile and their craft and industry is just much in a high position. Okay, so now we'll discuss about, so this is the introduction part of the chapter. Now we'll just discuss the decline of industries. It means how our that craft and industries are declined. Okay, so we can say that when the British came to India, so firstly they just want to come here for the business purpose. Earlier also I have explained the same thing to you, that firstly they just came to here for the business purpose. But when they saw that India have much variety of so many things like cotton are very good quality of cottons are here, and the different quality of spices are there, and India are very rich in some type of mineral also. So after that they just start their own trading companies is here. Okay, so starting, it means when they establish their factories here in India, so starting the ruler, they are very much, the kings, they are very much happy when the British want to establish their factories. So earlier they are very much happy, but when they just start to capture the India, okay, so at the time we can say that our handloom and our the different craft industries, it was just declined. Okay, because they are just taking the goods, we can say that raw material from our country India in a very cheap price, and after manufactured these things in their factory, again they are selling to the same in our country India in a very high rate. It means their motto is just gain to high profit. And in this condition, if we discuss about our weavers or our craftsmen, so their condition is very much declined. Okay, because they are not able to make we can say that they are not very much able to compete this machine made goods. Whatever the goods they are preparing in the factories, so they are not very much capable to compete with this type of industry. So we can say that in this way the decline of our industries. If we discuss about the impact of industrial revolution, so we can say that with the help of, we can say that the spinning jenny. Okay, so when the spinning jenny it was invented, so earlier it is just manufacturing a large amount of goods. Okay, so when they are just we can say import a large amount of goods, so earlier also I have explained you that it is very much difficult for the weavers that they have just to compete with the machine made goods. So due to the impact of industrial revolution, when when the industrial revolution started. So the weavers, their condition is not too much good. Okay. So here we can, if we discuss about the deindustrialization. Okay, deindustrialization. The British government, when they have just started their rules and regulation and their different types of policies. Okay, so in the same way we can say that the deindustrialization are there. Okay, so it means we can say that the handloom industries and our craft and the different type of it is just completely collapsed. Okay, मतलब पूरी तरह से खत्म होने वाली थी, ध्वस्त हो चुकी थी. So and after that the British government, their policies are too much strict. It means they have just started one more, that Anurag. Okay, so in this Anurag they have whatever the producers are there, they have to just register their name and how much quantity of the things they are producing. So they have just registered all the things. And the British policy, they are very much strictly, and the whatever the policies of the British government, it is very much strict. And the people, those who are the industrialization of the India, they have to follow their rules and regulation. So they just start the revolution against the British government. Okay, and one more thing, that means they have just started the one free trade route. Okay, it means in this trade route only the whatever the goods they are preparing in the India, it is very much high taxable in the another countries like England and Britain. And whatever the goods they are preparing, it is very much cheap rate in our country India. So in the simply we can say that the British government, their policies for the Indian people, it is not very much good, because whatever their motto, it means the British government, their motto is that only to gain the profit. If we discuss about the growth of industries, okay, so because so many people they have just started the revolution, so we will discuss the growth of industries. So there are some type of like plantation industries, machine industries, cotton textile mill and the coal. First we discuss about the plantation. You know that the plantation, it means earlier when the people they are just producing the indigo. Okay, indigo, it means with the help of indigo plant, the rich blue colored dye is obtained, and it is very much demand in the European market. So earlier it means the people they are getting a very much profit. But after that, we can say that when the synthetic dye is come into the market, so the indigo plantation, it is very much affected. And in the same manner, if we talk about the tea, so our climatic condition of India, it is very much good, because it is very much suitable for the plantation of the tea. But then also we can say that the Inland company, they also captured this and they are just merged this company, this tea plantation into their own companies, and after that they are also getting the profit from this type of plantation. If we discuss about the machine-made goods, okay, so we can say that in the second half of the 19th century, the machine industries is emerged in the India. So we can say that earlier the jute, it is very much famous. Okay, and the India, they are very much, we can say that they are capable to just produce the jute. But when the machine industries are came, so at the time they are also just start their own handlooms, and 5,000 just handloom they are just preparing, and in this way they are just started. And if we talk about the cotton textile, so we can say that the climatic condition of, we can say that near the Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Surat, it is very much suitable for the growth of cotton. So our country's cotton, it is very much great demand in the European market, because the climatic condition of our country, it is very much good for the cotton. If we discuss about the coal, so we can say that coal, it is the very much demandable product for any of the industries. If you want to run any industries, so it is very much important to the coal production. If the coal is not in a sufficient stock, so it is not possible to run any industry. Okay. Okay, so I think you have cleared about the all parts, like the introduction part we have discussed, decline of industries, impact of industrial revolution, cotton mill and coal. Okay. It is very much good for you if you will first read the chapter, then you will see the explanation video. Okay. Because before explanation, before seeing the explanation video, it is very much important that first you just read the chapter carefully. Okay. Now we'll discuss our next topic, that is attitude towards Indian industries. Impact of Indian economy. Economic condition of the people. Emergence of new social class. Okay, so if we discuss about the attitudes toward Indian industry, so we can say that the Indian industries were not provided enough banking facility. Okay, it means this banking facility, it is not very much type of provided to the Indian industries. So that's why they are facing a very much problem. Okay, because if they want to take more amount of loan. So if they will just take the loan from the money lenders, so they are just taking a high amount of interest. So and in the bank they are not giving a proper facility to the Indian industry. If we discuss the impact of Indian economy, so when the foreign trade expanded, okay, in India, and they just want to establish their trading center in our country, India. So if we just discuss the Indian economy, okay, so our economy, it is just very much affected because the British government, they just want to just gain their own profit only, and our Indian economy, it is just declined because Indian people, they are not, we can say that they are not gaining a much amount of profit. They have to pay the large amount of tax, large amount of revenue. Okay, so their economic condition is much worse. If we discuss about the economic condition of the people, okay, so in the same manner, because the economic condition of the country, it is not good. So in the same manner, the economic condition of the people, how it will go? Okay, because the British government, they are just taking a high amount of tax, and if we talk about the condition of the paper, so their condition is very much worse. Okay, because they just the British government, they are giving a very much less amount of wages to them, and their working condition, it is not very much good. Their working condition, it is not very much hygiene also, and the British policies, government policies, drain India's health, and the British government, they are not very much careful for their condition. Okay, so it means in the rural areas as well as the urban areas, their agriculture condition, they are not very much interested to improve their agriculture condition, to improve their condition. So it means we can say that their economic condition, the people, they were just facing a very much less amount of facilities. They are just getting only less amount of facility, and the British government, their motto is just gain their profit only. Okay, if we just discuss the emergence of a new social class. So in this way we can say that with the development of modern industries, two social groups came up, and these two social working class. Okay, so it means in this way we can say that craft and industries, if we discuss, so before the arrival of the British, India are very much high position in the craft and as well as in the industry. But when the British came to India, so they just want to gain their profit only, and the condition of the people, it is very much, we can say that their condition is very much less, very much worse condition is there. Okay, so here our this particular chapter is complete. Okay, very soon we'll meet